Yo, what's up everybody? Llama here, and I've got a game of some Titanfall Attrition on Training Ground, one of my more favorite maps for when you get the Titans out, because they can just kind of destroy since it's such a open map. But I see a lot of people camping in this game, and what you want to do is just kind of get your Titan first, and if they're camping like in the last game and stuff, just use a chainsaw gun, and you can kind of take them out no matter where they're at. You can't really camp too well in this game, because it's kind of, whoever has more Titans on the map kind of dictates the pace of the game. But start off with the amped carbine here. I always use burn cards at the start, which is something a lot of people I notice don't really do, is use any of the burn cards, which is pretty dumb to do. You can always use this one. There's ones where you can drop Titans at the start of game, double XP on like pilots and grunts and stuff like that. Burn cards are pretty useful in this game, so more people should probably take advantage of them. But if they're not using them on the other team, it definitely helps me out there. So they put a patch out for this game, which fix something with electric smoke. I guess you can see better health of how quick it's killing you, which I'm actually a fan of the electric smoke. It gets people off you in their radio, because that is kind of annoying, and I prefer it to like the vortex wall and stuff like that. I know that has its power, but you can dodge it when the enemy throws it back at you. So I just like to use, I've been using the cluster missile, which is pretty nice on the Titans, and then basically just the chainsaw gun. The missiles that you can shoot them, and then I use the perk that lets you replenish them real quick, so you can get like 4 off per reload thingy. You can get 4 off by the time it takes you to burn through a clip of chainsaw gun, if that makes any sense at all. I'm trying to explain it here, but I'm too stupid to. So yeah, get my Titan in this game, and then you can see it can pretty much just dictate the pace of this game. Now I think these are the dudes who are camping in a few games before, but like I said, you can't really camp on this map. And then once I get this thing out, you can't camp at all. I mean, if I was using the 40mm cannon, I guess you could still stay up top, and it'd be harder for Titans to reach you, but once you've got the chainsaw gun, it just destroys. So yeah, back to the patch. The only thing that I think needs patched in this game is the weapon, freaking retarded, the map rotation. So I noticed I get a lot of map, what is it, colony, that one kind of annoys me. I think comes up like 3 times more than other ones. I can play for like 2 hours and it won't get a game on like Fracture or one of those good maps, but I'll play like colony, or I'll play this map like 5 times in a row. So I think if they could try to balance that out, since there are like 14 maps, there's a crap load in this game, if they can actually fix it so they rotate properly. But that's the only complaint I had with this game. I was lagging pretty bad too, but I think that was more on Comcast sucking balls, which I'm gonna put a video out because it was like unplayable. I had to port forward all my shit and stuff like that, and it's like, you shouldn't have to do that. Comcast should just work. There's some problem with their modems and Xbox One and stuff like that, and I called Comcast support, and they're like, oh, you can just use you buy a new wireless modem. It's like, bitch, I'm paying you whatever the hell, I don't even know how much internet is a month, like 40 bucks or something, which is kind of, you have to go with Comcast because they're the only thing in the area. It's like, if I'm paying you 40 bucks a month, and then I'm sure they charge people rental fees for the stupid modems too, which is another way they scam you. It's like, your crap should just work. I shouldn't have to go out and buy separate equipment, and then I've had them replace it before and it still ends up sucking. So like I said, I had to port forward that, and they're like, oh, you can try Ethernet, and it's like, dude, I want to use my Xbox in a bedroom. I don't want to have to freaking put it where my modem is and stuff like that. It's like, you shouldn't have to do that. You should just like not be gay, Comcast. So hopefully Google Fiber takes over here soon, which I saw Comcast was trying to buy Time Warner out. So if anyone is in New York, or I think New York's the area where Time Warner's at, but be prepared to get some horrible internet speeds that bounce up and down with the bandwidth. Like mine will be at like 30 megabits. I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then I'll just lag out of games, and I can't even play on the servers because this shit just like drops off and spikes for whatever reason. So yeah, Comcast is pretty horrible in that regard. But I don't know what else do we got going on here. Call of Duty had the new DLC maps, which I still didn't even want to play, even though they were free when this game was screwing up. I was like, I can try COD, and I was just like, no, I don't want to. That game is so bad. I saw somebody had a screenshot on Twitter, and there was like 9,000 people playing it for the Xbox One, which they sold 1 million copies for. So it's like, all right, guys, you way to get audience retentiveness there. You get free DLC and you still can't break 10,000 player gap there. So it just shows how awful of a game Call of Duty is. And what else? What's that one on the PS4? I think it is not Infamous. That game looks sweet too. But there was another multiplayer shooter, Injustice, something like that. I'm blanking on it here, but I don't know. That one looked like a fun alternative to play too if you're on a PS4, so you don't have to play Call of Duty. Because Ghost is pretty much a terrible game. But what else we got going on here? Nothing too much. Wishing preseason baseball. I forgot spring training. I don't know why I called it preseason. Same thing. But I forgot the season starts in like 2 weeks, and they said it's gonna start off with a game in Australia, which is another annoying thing. Like opening day, the best part of that always was they play every game on opening day. There'd be like 15 games, 16 games, how many teams are there? 30, 32, something like that, but at least 15 games on opening day, and then you just turn on SportsCenter that night, and the entire show is baseball highlights, and then they have Baseball Tonight on, so you get like 2 hours just like awesome baseball highlights and stuff. But last year, or they played 2 games on opening day, maybe 3 games on opening day, and then they like split it up into an opening weekend instead of freaking just one day. It's retarded how they're doing that, and I'm sure they'll do that again with their playing over in Australia. It's like, dude, why, if you can play in Australia, but why are you giving the opening day games to them? Why don't you give it to the actual baseball fans in the city? I want to say it's Texas and maybe LA who are playing there, but it's like, why can't you give Texas fans the right or the opportunity to watch opening day? I'm sure they pay out the ass for tickets anyways. It's like they should be able to get the first game at least. The NFL does that too, that stupid London thing, which would baseball, I guess, is no big deal because you got 81 home games or whatever, but it would kind of piss you off if you're an NFL owner and you're you lose one of your home games to go over to London. It's like, all right, I'm losing out on $1 million of revenue at ticket sales and overpriced concession crap. So I don't know. It's like the NFL is huge in America, but it's clearly not catching on anywhere else. I guess it's doing okay in London if they keep playing there, but all the countries who watch the gayer sports like soccer and stuff like that, like France, it's like, dude, it's not going to catch on there. Brazil's not going to watch football. Don't even bother trying to get their market. Which soccer is actually fun to play. I played it when I was younger, but it is the gayest sport to watch. I think it's up there with NASCAR on the boring level for sports for me. So golf's another one that's fun to play, but god damn it, it's boring as hell to watch. I don't know how people can watch all the PGA tours, like 4 hours of golf. It's just, I don't know, even people who find baseball slow paced, it's like, dude, golf is way worse to watch. And then soccer, the freaking penalties are retarded, everyone dives, and the fact that they don't stop the clock is another retarded thing. So when the ball goes out of bounds and stuff, they just keep the clock continuously going, and at the end of the game, they estimate how much time was lost from the ball going out of bounds. They're like, oh, we think we lost about 5 minutes of play time, so we'll just throw an extra 5 minutes on there. It's like, dude, why wouldn't you keep actual score or track of the time? Even if it's not stopping, you should like use a stopwatch and track. Like, all right, we had 10 minutes and 28 seconds there that we're gonna add back on. You can't just estimate it for a freaking pro sport. I find that retarded how they do that. But oh yeah, this freaking score limit's 300 here. Oh, another thing, if I'm gonna just complain about sports because I have nothing else to talk about, everyone who says like when baseball or something, they're like world champions. I'm like, dude, it's only Americans that compete in a Canadian team. You're not the world champions. It's like, well, but MLB is the premier thing. Like, I'm sure if LA wins the Major League Soccer thing, they're not going to say they're world champions because they're like, come on, it's a league that no one cares about. It's obviously the Premier League over in England is way bigger, and that's like the thing. Like, I'm sure when Canadian football teams win their championship, they don't act like they're the world champions, but the NFL does because it's like the dominant league for football, if that makes any sense. God damn, this video can end it sometimes, so I can't just keep rambling on about stupid stuff here. But yeah, I think we won it. You can just see me squish people. Oh, I actually ran out of ammo on the chainsaw gun, which is the first time that ever happened to me, but I got a nice game here. I don't know, I just whoring out the Titan. You can't really whore out the Titan, it's their fault for not taking it down, but I was using these Titans and I couldn't shoot that guy, so I had to jump out of the Titan. And I still got the nice little amped carbine. I ended up using a burn card for the full game. I'm trying to get the satchel charges here to go into the 4th generation because I forgot to do the final challenges, so I think I need like 10 more or something. I'm like level 49 now, so I should be able to hit them because these final levels take forever to do. But yeah, I got this one. I think I only had like 8 or 9 hours into this generation level, and I think the way I did it was just switching off weapons. The first time I went through in like the 2nd generation one, I would just pretty much use the carbine 90% of the time. This time I'm just switching off, using the hemlock, all the SMGs and stuff like that, getting the weapon challenges, and you rank up really quick. Like I said, I think it's cut down. I think the first time it took me like 12 or 13 hours, so I'll probably get it within 10 hours this time. So it shows how quick it cuts down on time to go through all 50 levels if you just use different weapons and stuff like that. But that's it, guys. Really random videos. Wanted to put something out here, so I know I am recording. I didn't see the 10 minutes on my thing. I just saw like 3 seconds. I was like, son of a bitch, if I didn't record that and just talk to myself. But we're good here. So, alright, that's it. Bye.